Right, so we're about to start the French polishing process on this table leaf. Previously, we'd stripped off the old finish with chemical stripper, we'd neutralise it with methylated spirits, and then we'd sanded it down and then coloured it up with some stain, and so we're at this process now. Now, before we actually apply any French polish, the first coat we put on is actually 50% French polish, 50% methylated spirits. So it's the methylated spirits and the French polish. And we mix it up in just a little container like that. And we apply it with a polisher's mop. Now, you should only ever need to buy one of these in a lifetime, because it will last a lifetime. This is 30 years old and it's still going strong. And the beauty about French polish, unlike paint and a paintbrush, these never go hard, because if you were to sort of leave it with French polish on and it's set, as soon as you put it into methylated spirits, it'll go soft again. And it'll also, if you do get some French polish residues around it, it actually binds the bristles. So it works a positive way. Now, obviously, a purchase like that, a brush like that doesn't come cheap. I think I paid about £70 30 years ago, and I don't think they're very much cheaper now. Now, if you're only going to do a little bit of French polishing, one-off, you could always try a lady's makeup brush. I used to use them when I first started. But if you're going to go into it as a profession, or you're going to do a lot of furniture restoration, it's certainly worth actually investing in one. So we need to actually make sure that there's no dust. Dust is the enemy of French polishing. So if you haven't got a hat, it's actually worth wearing a hairnet and make sure you don't have any dust on you. And again, we're using a tack cloth just to sort of remove any residue of dust on this top. It shouldn't be much, but there might be a bit, you know, always in the air. So it's actually picked a bit of dust up. So all we're going to do is lightly brush this on. I'm not going to put on like a paint. So it's just with the grain, straight lines, just like that. Backwards and forwards. Try and keep the edge live, keep it wet. French polish has a transforming effect. You start to see results as soon as you start to use it. And as I've said in the past, it's a unique finish. There's nothing quite like it. And it's a much far superior finish to, say, spray polishing or any modern polishes. You see the beauty of the grain coming up already. It's a perfect combination if you've got a highly figured piece of exotic hardwood. They are a perfect marriage. A piece of mahogany, flame mahogany, and a French polished surface. And then we'll put this aside for a couple of hours, and then we start on the next stage. We'll actually denib this. We'll actually use a very fine sandpaper, probably 240 grit or 360 grit. But again, all the information you need to know about the health and safety, the techniques, the materials and everything, it's all listed in the lesson.